Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're doing another off-the-rip episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, it's always good to see you coming on back now. So let's go ahead and get it on, shall we? So today's off-the-rip episode is going to be the Campbeltown Journey Blended Malt Scotch Whiskey, the Journey series. Let me see. Government warning, don't need that. I'm looking for the particular information. There it is. 46% alcohol by volume. Product of Scotland. What's over here? 700 milliliters. Anything else further? Nope. Okay. Blended and bottled by Hunter Lang and Company Limited. Park Circus, Glasgow. Imported by Silver Lake Imports, Miami, Florida. And I mean, that's it. They put everything basically on the front label with nothing on the back. That's kind of interesting. So there is a box, but we will not get into the box until the full review episode. So let's go ahead and let's get this cracked. Oh boy. Okay. It's a little tricky, but doable. Here we go. Just as I said that. Nope. Oh boy, I'm gonna need my tool. So I beg you pardon, give me un momento, por favor. I gotta cut this thing off. Cork pop. Alright, nice, good looking cork. It's starting to heal pretty goodly. It's I want to take that off. You know I have to take that off. It's gonna bug me. Because I wanted to see, oh, look at that. Oh yes. Mr. Randy is a Leo. I am an odd Leo. If you know what that is, let's talk about it. Odd Leos are unique and rare. But man, oh man, are we something else. Let's go ahead and get it on. Okay. So this bottle was sourced from my not-so-local Total Wine and More from North San Antonio. I keep wanting to say Austin for some reason. Where are you going? Where are you going? I'm trying to get away. My joke's that bad? Holy crap. On the nose. Now, I believe I've had at least one Campbeltown. Oh yeah, because there it is. I didn't even see that. There's that same lion, the lion head. On the nose, there's a very prominent light orchard fruit, honey. There's a sort of sour twist or tart. No, it's more of a sour twist down of a red ripened fruit. Can't quite tell, but I'm thinking it's a plum. Like a ripe, maybe over ripened plum. Maybe crossed over to like a baked apple. But the nose right now is kind of, it's bunched up. Everything right here between this first third of the bottle is going to be kind of bunched up, squeezed in, because it's been captured in that bottle for so long. It needs time and space to open up. So I do a 3-part series. Part 1, off the rip, where we're at today. We get it home, crack it open, have my first pour, share my first impressions with you, because that's what we do. Part 2, full review time. We drink it down halfway, put the cork back on it, put it on the shelf for a week and a half. I let it open up, let it do its thing. While I do my thing, I go online, I find as much as I can, come back mostly with next to nothing. But we talk about it, I score it, continue to drink it, because part 3, final pour, thusly named, we have that final pour in the glass, compare it to today's first pour off the rip, and everything in between. So yes, this was sourced from my not-so-local Total Wine and More. I do make a trip up there to North San Antonio at least once a month. And most of the time I go up there, it's to collect a bunch of singles from their brew aisle, their beer aisle, non-brew, whatever. Basically the can and the bottled little deals. And I get the singles. I get as many as I find interesting. And I still have a budget that I enforce upon this shopping spree. But I also picked up a couple of bottles while I was there, because this is an exclusive. They call it a Distiller's Direct, but it's an exclusive to Total Wine and More. Now, I'm not too sure if they own these labels or the company that does so, or if it's specifically sourced from them and they have a limited availability. I haven't figured that out yet, but if you know anything, drop it in the comment section and we'll talk about it. All I know is it's very beautiful, very light. More light than it is dark. Not so much like peaty or smoky. It is a Campbeltown. That is I think it's what, the fifth? Or, yeah, I think it's like a fifth one. Highland, Lowland, Speyside, Islay. And then Campbeltown. Campbeltown. You rush through it and you mispronounce it. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. So, it's a blended malt Scotch whiskey. Don't take my lack of enthusiasm or my silence for any kind of negative connotation, but it's interesting, but it doesn't really come across as anything special off the rip here. But I always try and not be so judgmental off the rip. I try and save as much as possible for at least the second third of the bottle. This is usually where it's usually where I can get judgmental and feel comfortable about it. So this, I'm sorry, this what is it? What is it? Let me look at the box here for a second. It's the Campbeltown Journey is the labeling. Hopefully I can find out a good amount of information to come back and talk about Hunter Lang and Company Limited. It says there's four, I'll give you that real quick. It says there's 4 versions or varieties of this: Islay, Campbeltown, Herbridden, and Highland. I thought there was a 5th one, but I only managed to see 2 of these on the shelves, but I wasn't really looking. I was just kind of speeding through there and was just like, I got a bunch of brews and I was like, man, I'm here. I need to pick up a couple of Scotch or tequilas that are on my list, and they're only obtainable from this store, that location specifically because it is the northernmost. It's on the rim. That one is a pain in the absolute butt to get in and out of because of like the construction going on with all the highways, the interstates, the interchanges. Crazy. It's crazy. They're working on construction and it's absolutely crazy. I don't like going up there, but maybe once a month or every other month. But they have the absolute best selection of single beers. So there's that. Let's go ahead and we'll move on. I'm getting, I know that glass is, how is it that dirty from my hands? Are my hands really that dirty? I probably need to get some of that hand sanitizer or whatever. Now it's just greasy. Maybe it's the rag I'm using. Maybe it's that bar towel. It's got some good viscosity. You can give, dang, okay. It's a little better than I was going to give it credit for. It transfers pretty well to the mouth. Lots of deep, rich spice. Not overbearing. Sure, there's plenty of light orchard fruit, but you're also now getting some of that red ripened fruit, red fruit. Definitely getting some plum. So this was, I'm trying to remember the price on it. It's been a few days since I've even looked at this. I think it's like, I want to say like, it's around about $40. So it's a relatively inexpensive bottle of Scotch, especially a Campbeltown Scotch, but it is blended. So there's that. If it was a single malt, it'd probably be upwards of $50 to $60 on the shelf. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, go ahead and do so now while you're there. That way you'll get these videos and their releases as soon as they release, they come right to you. Let's go ahead and do this finish, shall we? So you can definitely tell it's not a single malt. You can definitely get it sort of a rough edge. There's youth. You can taste the youth once you get so far down. Sorry. Once you get so far down the line, the rabbit hole as becoming a connoisseur of libations of sorts, you sort of get this sort of built up wisdom and heritage of it all, and you come to understanding. You can taste the youth. You can taste how young it is. And this is probably remnants of a bottling that didn't quite fill or overfilled the quota. And sometimes independent bottlers, they can only bottle X amount of bottles for you, and then they have to cut the line and go to somebody else's distillery so that they can bottle their line. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say, I don't know, 1,000. We can only bottle 1,000 bottles for you, because after that point we have to cut the line and move over to the next guy so we can bottle his 1,000 bottles, and then so on and so forth and so on and so forth. And then you probably got X amount of barrels that went into that bottling, but then you had maybe a dozen or so barrels left over. And what do you do with it? You sit around and wait till the next opportunity on the schedule to get it bottled. They probably won't bottle only a couple of hundred barrels. They probably have an X amount of a limitation, a sort of a threshold, if you will. Like, oh, you have to have at least 500 barrels to have a bottling run. Well, okay, what happens when you only got like 223 barrels? That's not going to happen. Okay, so what do you do with it? You probably sell it to somebody else who makes blends, right? And I mean, that's what it is. So sometimes you get young and old. It's like that Johnny Walker. They do source a lot of these odds and ends that they pull together and they make their blends. Johnny Walker's not the only one, but Johnny Walker is the most prominent name in that kind of game where they do snap up all these odds and ends over everywhere, and they just kind of blend it in to all what they already have. And it is what it is. It's just blended Scotch. Blended Scotch, I don't think is all that bad. But single malt is definitely where it is. And you absolutely see the difference between the blends and the single malts. Absolutely. And it is what it is. If you like blends, fantastic. If you like single malts, hey, welcome to the group. Anywho, there it is. We didn't talk about the finish, did we? So the heat on the back end is probably pushing well over a 1, but not quite a 2. I did get a lot of cheek action, a little bit in the gums. Some flavor good on the lips, not much on the tongue. It kind of tapped out relatively early. But after that, that's a pretty good finish for a blended Scotch. It's not too bad, especially since it's a Campbeltown. It's a blended. It's like $40 on the shelf. That's not too bad. Pay a little more, get a little more, as always. Thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I think it's a good one.